Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
What's up, guys? We are back, and as you can see by the thumbnail, it has got real over here. We got our Nitrous Express kit in, and this is actually a little overwhelming once you get it all here. We have two 15-pound bottles, no little tins. We went to Harry's and asked for the big ones, and we needed them by tonight. So got everything here. And NX Express actually sponsored us on this kit, so I would like y'all to go over there to their website and check them out. They also have an Instagram page. So what we got is their Viper Pro Series kit. So we have two brackets that go in between our throttle bodies, and we have the lightning solenoids, lightning heads on the bottles. It is real. So we can turn this thing up to a 400 shot of nitrous if we want. We may not take it that far, but you never know. Just whatever. I think we would probably start with 200. But we're gonna start at getting this stuff mocked up, seeing where we want fitment wise, where we want everything to lay. We've already kinda sorta got in there and seen where we want the bottles at, because I just want to be able to reach back and turn these things on when I need it. And the perfect way to do that is to set it in the trunk where you see me turning the carpet out yesterday. So we'll get started with this here in a little bit, and we'll be right back with y'all. We're getting married. This brackets do look good though. And we, yeah, I was about to say we could at least sit and, because they sit now. Yeah. I'll help you. Grab it. I'm trying to push them up.
Get the logos out.
Yeah. Gotta have that out.
Does it look like it's gonna fit this way?
You're close.
That's...
I have to like get in it.
Yeah.
Let me see. To like get in, and it looks like it's right where I had it when you were sitting in it. No. Haven't been in this thing in a while. All right, we're in here. No, we're perfect.
Are we gonna leave the carpet out of it?
Yep. Why?
Nah, he putting the carpet back in. He just pulled the carpet out, that way he can find where pre-drill the holes and then put the carpet back in. You ain't gonna put the carpet back in?
I wasn't thinking about it.
You gotta put the carpet back in.
It looks so much nicer.
Yeah.
I'll put it back in then.
You
Dang.
do it the right way. I've done it the right way the whole time. About to do it the right way now.
We're trying to get a little race car in the back, man. Hey, I came from Hondas, man. We used to having no carpet behind us. There's no carpet area back there.
No carpet, no back seat.
That's the first delete. Oh, no door panels on the Viper. We got. Oh, and you got to have those vice grips for the window. It's essential. Man, that does look good though. Yeah, the way that's arced, it looks like it would, yep, sit like that. And it would come up a little bit.
It looks like the front isn't quite as much of an angle.
Yeah.
That might be because the bracket's crooked though.
Just a little bit. This looks crazy back here.
Yeah.
This is not what you expect when you pop a trunk on the Viper. Yeah. We gotta put the carpet back in. I think what we could do, we can probably take some pins after we drill the holes and slide the carpet in and pin it through so we know that's where the holes are.
Now, what's underneath that?
Nothing. The fuel tank is under there, but if you reach under this little plastic, you have
you have about 4 inches from the top of this plastic piece down before you hit it.
So we're gonna have to like drill a hole in the
In this top of this plastic.
and then
yeah.
we're gonna have to drop the tank to get the nut on the other side.
No, you can reach your hand in that. It's an access hole right there. You can reach your hand in there. You can feel where the nuts and bolts would be. So
that foam cover that sits on top of it, you can get your hand in there on that side.
Yeah, it ain't.
But yeah, that doesn't sit flush at all.
Yeah, so now you see we need that other angle.
But what I still would do, since this is just straight plastic, I'd probably get a piece of sheet metal, thin sheet metal or something. That way, when the screw go through it, you're talking about like a 2-inch bracket or 1.5-inch bracket where the nut go on the bottom side of it.
Yeah.
That way, it's got extra support. That way, it don't. If you rock, it don't sit through and break out that plastic. That's what I would do.
Yeah.
I mean, you can get that at Home Depot, thin piece of sheet metal, or whatever, and just cut it in 2-inch sections or 1.5 inches, however you want to do it, and then drill a hole through it.
We got plenty of Home Depots around here. It's Arkansas.
Yeah, because just a hole with a nut and washer ain't gonna cut it. You know that.
That's where all the labs are made.
Yeah, because I was skeptical about that too, and I picked it up, looked at the bottom, I was like,
Yeah.
It sounds solid. It's not like
It's thick
some kind of
plastic.
composite,
Yeah,
but
I think that is a composite though.
it's gonna be 30 something pounds of nitrous plus
The bottle weight.
15 pounds a piece in the
What
bottle.
did it say? Filled when it's full, they weigh 33.5 pounds a piece. So we got 67 pounds
plus
of
brackets and lines.
yeah.
70 pounds, yeah.
Yeah. You don't want some stiffness.
We're gonna need some meat back there to hold that up.
But that looks good sitting the way it is.
But
though.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Don't let it latch, because we don't know where the key is.
Yeah, I had to jump the fuse box to get it open. See, that's what I was worried about, but it's clearing. But everybody else found where they clear.
Yeah, it
Tons of
cleared.
room.
It's like a lot of room.
Man, I wanted them black carbon bottles, but them white bottles peeking through the glass look good too, though.
Yeah. I did want those carbon bottles, like, boy. They do look good, but man, this Snow White back here looks.
I like how it's got the warning labels on it, so like we don't know.
Warning: full send may cause failure.
May cause failure, flammable.
Man. Got our plates on. I'm getting everything hooked up. Fuel solenoid, nitrous solenoid over there. Just getting the plumbing
It
together.
don't work. It's gonna have too much of a bend in it.
Yeah, I want the
90
kink.
would make it work.
They got 90s, but they brass.
Oh yeah.
And you got a big ass mosquito. There you go. Let's go.
I was to say, wait.
You can find an 1/8 inch 90 at Home Depot too, but it's gonna be brass.
True. All right, so right now we're working on everything getting mounted for the nitrous, and we're just trying to figure out the location where we're going to put the solenoids so it's going to be good and out of the way, so we can get everything working properly and actually look good until we hardline it, because we just decided we're going to hardline this kit after we get it done, but we need to work with what we got right now and get that to where we want it. So right now this is what we have. So we have it set up right here, and we haven't made our brackets yet, but we're gonna make some brackets to come right off of here to mount our fuel solenoid, and right off of here for our nitrous and purge solenoid, so that way we can get all that taken care of. We got a new front seal for our cover here, and I believe we're gonna have a new crank pulley, so we're kind of holding off on putting it all back together right now until the Pro Charger gets here, so that way we know exactly what we're working with. So, and I need to work around in the back to get our rear dual bottle brackets together, which I know it's dark right here, but brought our bottles back, which I had them in the freezer for last night, and they are still freezing cold, and they've probably been out for like some hours now. So we got our brackets here. We need to set these up without the carpet, mark them. I'm gonna slit the carpet, sit this back on, and make it to where we can set the mounts on top of the carpet instead of having it bare trunk like a Honda. So oh, we get this thing right, and we're gonna tidy some things up, and we're gonna have buddy Kevin, you seen in a few videos back, worked on the Evo. He tuned my Evo and did my fuel system and a bunch of wiring for my ACU and everything like that. So he's gonna come over and check out our wiring situation we got going on with our Nitrous and our Motec, and make sure we're all good to go. We're gonna wire everything into the Motec so we can control and see everything, so we can get a good nice data log on everything, because why have Motec if you can't see anything? And if it can't see anything, you have a problem. So I want to be able to have all my fail safes on, my fuel pressure, oil pressure, nitrous cutoff, everything. That way we keep this freshly built motor safe until we get a little too crazy and have to put rods and pistons in it, but not too soon. So we're gonna get to work, and I will show you guys our progress here in a little bit. Oh, forgot to show you guys that speed dog got a shift knob here that has our button on it for the nitrous, and I'm probably gonna put this in first and checking out to make sure I got the right thread pitch and everything on there, so we can make this thing sit in the Viper and be purty with that nice little shiny red button for the giggity juice. Old crank seal right there. So show y'all that here in a second. Y'all gotta check this out. So I got our speed dog shift knob in. Man, that thing is pretty sweet. You can't see the peril on this thing, but it looks amazing. We got our giggity juice button right there. It looks pretty sweet in here.